Yes, like they said, sport is life. If you don't have sport, you don't have life. Let's quickly take you through what happened over the weekend. It was actually a very wonderful time as Chelsea 10-man survived in the hands of Brighton. Then moving to what is happening from the FA Cup, Arsenal is in a tight corner with the FA Cup draw that is happening so far. A beautiful day, and I want to let you know that, of course, the Super Falcons are ready to embark on another fight again. Welcome to Sport Rush on Oweleketv. My name is MC Ramsey with the jersey number 10. Let's get started with the actions that happened over the weekend. It was actually a very wonderful time as Enzo Fernandez scored twice as 10-man Chelsea were able to hold on to beat Brighton in a thriller at the Stamford Bridge. The Argentine midfielder headed the Blues in front after 17 minutes, and former Brighton loanee, talking about Levi, Colwill, doubled the lead 4 minutes later with his first goal. Chelsea, of course, the goal was a very wonderful one. However, Fernandez restored Chelsea's 2-goal advantage from the penalty spot midway through the second half. Referee Craig Ranson had actually waved play on when James Milner challenged the breaking Mikalo Madrix inside the box. But then he awarded the penalty after being sent to the screen by the video assistant referee. Arsenal opened up a 2-point lead at the top of the Premier League again after Manchester City stumbled once more in a thrilling 3-3 draw against Tottenham Hotspur that happened on Sunday. You know how that actually happened. It wasn't a good day at all for some fans. So for some of the fans, we're actually happy, while some were not happy at all. Moving away from that, let's look at the other encounter. Liverpool look as though they were also set for a rare slip up at Anfield until 2 late goals scored in a 4-3 win against Fulham, which lifted Jurgen Klopp's men into second place behind the Guinness. Well, the Gunners are now back there where they actually made it. It was a very wonderful one, and over to what happened on Saturday. On Saturday, you know how it actually happened. It was a very beautiful game that actually came from there, and we are so excited. Moving away from there, let's talk about Manchester United a little bit. Of course, it was another one again as Manchester United recent Premier League revival came to a grinding halt at Newcastle United. You were thinking Manchester United are already on top of their game, but then it wasn't really sweet for them. They came to a grinding moment while Everton boosted their own survival hopes despite a 10-point deduction. You already know about the deduction, even though they said they were going to appeal the deduction. But then, would any other thing come out of it, even though a not is being appealed? Moving away from there, leaky Man City opened doors to challengers. Of course, City have now won just 3 of their past 8 Premier League games to give Arsenal and Liverpool hope as their reigns as English champions may finally come to an end. Is that what you were expecting? Of course, defensive solidity was key to City's run towards the treble at the second half of the last season. But Pep Guardiola's men have conceded 8 times in their past 3 league matches. City were also guilty of missing a host of glorious chances in the first half against a depleted Tottenham Hotspur, who started without a recognized centre-back. What could be the calm for Pep Guardiola, with Rodri sustained and was even suspended for a daunting trip to Aston Villa on Wednesday? As a matter of fact, Villa have won 13 consecutive home Premier League games, and City lost all their 3 matches when the Spanish midfielder was banned earlier in the season. Let's move away and see what is actually happened. What about Manchester United? Man U, of course, no match for their best as Manchester United had already risen to 6th in the table ahead of the weekend on the back of the 5 wins in 6 Premier League games. But all of their 8 wins this season have come against sides in the bottom half of Eric Hettigan's men, as they were again found wanting against stronger oppositions and under strengthened Newcastle without 11 first team players due to injury or suspension were dominant. Even though they have their men, some of them not playing, they were still dominating despite the suspension. They dominated at St. James Park and worthy of a more comprehensive victory than the 1-0 scoreline suggested. The visitors were also toothless in attack. They were toothless. They were playing like a toothless dog. If you get to the attack, you know that all the games that they played there, they played it as a toothless dog. But then with Marcus Rashford's performance attracting criticism for both a lack of quality and effort. What about Newcastle? They were coming full back as Livramento consistently ran off Rashford into dangerous position before the England international was substituted by Ten Hag at the mark. Of course, it was after producing his best ever scoring season in Ten Hag's first campaign in charge. Rashford has netted just twice this season. What is happening? Rashford is no longer the Rashford that we used to know. Just twice this season. Of course, he's just 26 years old, and the only goal that he had since September came after he was handed a penalty by Bruno Fernandez in the last weekend's win at Everton. He worked hard and he is investing a lot, said Hag, indifferent of the forward. He was defending the forward. Rashford is a man to be defended, looking at his past antecedent, and that is what came from the coach. And the coach said he will get back again. Rashford will get back again, irrespective of what is happening right now. He will recover and he's going to get all over the support again for Everton, as Everton also went to bite hard at a 10 points deduction, and they have been fatter. Of course, that was a very wonderful and scintillating moment. Let's move away from there and go to other things that are happening from the world of sport. Of course, I'm bringing you report from things that happened over the weekend. What happened? It was matches from around the globe, from the Premier League and to other leagues around the world. Right now, let me quickly bring to your notice that it was a very wonderful moment over the weekend, as a 1-0 win at Tottenham Forest on Saturday was Everton's third consecutive victory on the road, already one more than the managed in of the past 2 seasons without the points or penalty. Okay, let me quickly move away from there. Well, we've talked about Everton. Everton, well, according to the information, they are still not ready to give up, irrespective of what happens. I think the performance level have been as well very, very okay. There is a battle on our hand. He knows that, but it's a big step today to get the first win after the recent news and a very good away performance. This is coming from the coach. Pep Guardiola, of course, refuses to follow Arteta in the referee rant. You know what happened in that game as the Man City were frustrated. Pep Guardiola said he would not follow his former assistant, talking about Mikel Arteta, in a public tirade at officials after Manchester City's draw against Tottenham on Sunday ended in a controversial fashion. There was a controversy. There was an issue that happened from there. Let's quickly move right there. Arsenal's decision to award Newcastle a winning goal against the side last month as a disgrace. Oh my God, that was what Arteta said. But according to him, he said, I am not going to tread the same path that my assistant has actually treaded so far. So good. It is still Oweleketv Sport Rush hitting your screen right now with MC Ramsey with jersey number 10. Of course, let's move to other things happening. As a matter of fact, the weekend was so filled up with so many things. Let's look at this. Felix give Barcelona home win over Atletico Madrid. As a matter of fact, it was Barcelona's wonderful time the first half to secure a hard-fought 1-0 home win against his valiant parent club, Atletico Madrid, in a compelling La Liga clash that happened on Sunday yesterday. The Portuguese on loan at Barcelona netted with a fine finish over goalkeeper John Oblak from a counter-attack in the 28th minute. And of course, the host head on against Diego Simeone's side. Barcelona move above Atletico into the third place on 34 points, 4 behind leaders Real Madrid and Girona. Girona top La Liga so far with super late Valencia comeback. Girona sprang a stunning late comeback to beat Valencia in a 2-1 on Saturday and breathe fresh air life into the shock of the La Liga title bid, trailing to Hugo Duro's 56th minute strike with under 10 minutes remaining. The Catalan Mino finally broke down Valencia's wall to move provisionally 3 points clear at the top of the table. It is clear, there is no doubt about that. That is how it actually happened. What should we be saying? I think we should be congratulating them. Let's move away from there and go to what is happening. Will Arsenal ever survive this? Will Arsenal survive this FA Cup draw? We'll bring you details of that. What is happening from the FA draw? We'll bring you the details when we return from this break. Don't go anywhere, because something very interesting and entertaining is coming on your way on Oweleketv Sport Rush this morning with MC Ramsey after this break. I will be back. Don't go nowhere.
Follow us on our social media handles at Oweleketv. Visit our website at www.oweleketv for a thrilling journey. Oweleketv, rising star at the fairground.
It is good to have you back from that break. It is still Oweleketv Sport Rush live on your screen right here with MC Ramsey with Jesse number 10. You see the way I am doing it from the midfield. You see the way I'm doing it on the pitch. It's good to return back from the dressing room, refresh again, to take you straight to what is happening in the FA Cup. How on earth do you think Arsenal is going to survive this? Is it too tight for Arsenal, or you feel it's favorable? Just drop your comment for us on the comment section and we will react to it. As a matter of fact, FA Cup third round draw is out, and let's see how that is actually happening. Arsenal, Liverpool, Sunderland, and of course Newcastle, Wigan versus Manchester United, Manchester City versus Huddersfield. Premier League leading Arsenal will host Liverpool in one of the standout ties in the third round of the FA Cup, and elsewhere Sunderland will also face Newcastle in a tyne-wear derby at the Stadium of Light, and holders Manchester City will also entertain another wonderful time with Huddersfield Town. Again, Manchester United will visit 2-13 winners Wigan Athletic. Then Tottenham Hotspur will host Burnley, and Everton will travel all the way to Crystal Palace. And the third round will be played between 5 and 8 January. And the Ismail League Southeast Division side, talking about Ramsgate, the low-ranked team left in the competition, will host Championship high flyers, talking about Ipswich, if they can beat AFC Wimbledon at the second round tie on Monday. It's going to be happening today, and that's going to be a decider. And from the home front, let's come back to Nigeria and see what is happening in Nigeria. What is the hope? What is the assurance coming from the Super Eagles? Well, are the Eagles still super? Okay, if you want to know if they are super, let's quickly go through what Dosu has said. According to Dosu, the former Super Eagles goalkeeper Joseph Dosu believes that the three-time African champions can win their fourth title at the 2023 African Cup of Nations in Cote d'Ivoire. The 34th African Cup of Nations will be staged in 6 stadiums in 5 Ivorian cities from January 13 to February 11, 2024. The Super Eagles are in Group A of the tournament along with Ivory Coast, Equatorial Guinea, and and the Guinea-Bissau, of course, ahead of the Tuesday second leg of the 2024 Women's African Cup of Nations qualifier. It is so obvious that Nigeria's Super Falcons have landed in Praia for the game. The Nigerian side dominated and won their first leg 5-0 at the MK Abiola Stadium back in Nigeria here in FCT, of course, and that happened on Thursday, and the result gave them hope to scaling the hurdle to the competition. The Super Falcons departed the shore of the country on Saturday and safely arrived at the Praia, the capital city of Cape Verde, in the early hours of Sunday. According to the information, Falcons are willing to qualify and do better in the competition come next year after they finish in the 4th position in the last edition that was held in Morocco. The game against the Blue Shark of Cape Verde is scheduled to take place on Tuesday, with the winner of over 2 legs reaching the competition slated for Morocco. Finally, from the boxing world, let's see what is happening from the world of boxing, and that is where I am going to be hanging my boot right now on Oweleketv Sport Russia. From the world of boxing, what is happening? Who is your favorite boxer? Let us know who your favorite boxer is. For now, I want to inform you that the former world champions are back wider to beat Joshua, a retired fighter who knows that it takes what it takes and how you can become a 3-time world champion. Doubt whether Anthony Joshua has the ability to repeat his feat or not. Joshua is about to fight for the 3rd time in a year. For the first time since 2016, the contest is out in Saudi Arabia on December 23rd against Swedeto William, and following wins over Jermaine Franklin and Robert Helenius already represent AJ's toughest fight of the year. But then, do you think another fight is going to come again? Do you think he's fit enough to face up this very fighter? This is what we want to hear from you. If you believe it is a good one from him, follow us on all our social media platforms at Oweleketv so that you can drop your comment and your reactions as we react to it on Sport Russia. Well, I don't know, but now it is time for me to just get to the dressing room, because this is where I want to hang my boot right now. Oweleketv Sport Rush will be hitting you again. We'll be coming your way, of course, next time, and that's going to be on Friday, where we bring your way actions from things that happen within the week and midweek, of course. Do well to follow us on all our social media platforms at Oweleketv, like I said earlier, so that you can be part of everything happening from the world of sports. You know, if you are not entertained, a lot of things will go wrong. So get yourself entertained with the necessary information, with the necessary news, of course. Follow us and also log on to our website at www.oweleketv so that you can be up to speed with everything happening from the world of entertainment, the world of sport, news, everything. That is where you can get the best information. My name is MC Ramsey, your number 1 sport presenter, right here with Jesse number 10. I will see you again on Friday. Bye-bye for now, and have a wonderful time. Those of you that your club lost, the fans, please don't do anything bad. Just pray and wish your club does better. I will get to you, all the fans, very soon so that we can talk. That is what Oweleketv Sport Rush bring to your doorstep. All right, bye-bye for now. I will see you again. Bye.